Okay, hi everybody, this is Dave Portela of the Friendly Federation, and here we are with the Obama test. Do you dare take it? Intellectual integrity. Do you really support Obama and his policies based on merit, or do you simply give him a pass based on emotional, racial, or political affiliation reasons? Let's see if you truly support the president, or are you just an Obama badge kisser? Let's find out if you dare. These 5 points will answer that question. Hey, this is not hating, this is asking legitimate questions. First, let me tell you what I think. I believe that President Obama is the worst president in my lifetime by far. Yes, worse than Jimmy Carter. As a Puerto Rican New Yorker, I always wanted to see a minority president, and I even liked Obama before he was president. However, once elected, he has shown me to have an incredibly poor knowledge of even the most fundamental basic aspects of both economy and foreign policy. And the facts support that. I want a real president in 2012. Now, you can elect to agree or disagree with me. That's fine. I welcome the debate. However, whenever most people try to defend Obama, they almost never use provable facts or actual statistics, but instead they turn to emotional but useless and unprovable arguments. I'm going to cover the top 5 Obama arguments and what they are. And if you're guilty of using any of these 5, then you either have no basic knowledge of government, politics, or economics, or you are a straight Obama badge kisser who would support him even if he blew up the planet. Hey, if we like our president, we should set him to a higher standard. Are you ready? Let's go. Number 1, Obama is still cleaning up the mess he inherited from Bush. This is the first of the incredibly lame excuses. While every president claims that they're cleaning up some mess from their prior party's term, in the first few months, no one has ever gone into their third year claiming that garbage before. The only Bush policy still affecting us right now, besides Afghanistan, is the Bush tax cuts, which Obama extended. Everything going on in our economy right now is based upon Obama policies like healthcare reform, the stimulus package, and changes in housing and banking regulations. Hey, he made the changes to fix the supposed mess he inherited, and every move he has made the situation worse. Unemployment was 5.4 when he took over. Now it's 9.2. The budget deficit is 4 times higher than it was in 2008 when he took over. And those are facts. So if you're using this argument, then you're either completely clueless about our economy or you're an Obama badge kisser. This argument makes any otherwise intelligent person simply look bad. Number 2, Obama wants to tax the rich and make them pay their fair share to help fix the economy and the working class. Ridiculous argument number 2. First of all, the rich actually do pay way more than their fair share, and any politician or reporter who repeats this claim is a flat-out liar. The top 5% income earners in the U.S. pay 58% of all taxes. The top 25% of income earners pay 86% of all taxes, while the bottom 50% pay 2.7%. This is coming straight from the IRS. And about 35% of the country don't pay any income taxes at all. Secondly, Obama's proposed tax increase hits everyone who's supposedly rich, 250K income bracket or higher. Come on, people, $250,000 a year is not rich. And that income covers most small businesses, which hires more people than anyone in the USA. So that will increase unemployment. This flat out lie, if this is used in your Obama defense, sorry, then you are a badge kisser or you're clueless about the economy. I welcome most intelligent arguments, but this is not one of them. Number 3, Obama has reached out to the world and Muslim countries to make America more liked and respected in the world stage. If you use this one to defend Obama, then I got a bridge to sell you. The U.S. is a world leader, period. When you're in the position of being the greatest and wealthiest nation in the world, despite being one of the youngest nations, there's going to be animosity from the world, period. We function better as a nation when other countries are uneasy about us and get irritated at us because it means they respect us. History has shown over and over again that when we take actions trying to get the world to be on our side, our actions are always weaker. Muslim nations are always going to somewhat dislike us, and radical Islamics want us to burn in hell no matter what we do for them. Trying to be nicer to the world so they'll like us more is a basic foreign policy blunder that every president should know unless he's totally clueless about the world stage. If you use this one to defend Obama, hey, I'm sorry, but you need to be sitting in a corner with a dunce hat on, or you simply have no knowledge of foreign policy whatsoever. He passed healthcare reform that will cover everyone and lower the deficit. Please, this argument is simply laughable. First, let me say that every single major program passed by the federal government in history has had a much higher cost than claimed. Even the simple cash for clunkers car company bailout overran its budget. So how can you believe that the biggest spending bill in history will lower the deficit? The government is simply unable to keep costs honest on any program because of politics involved. And remember how they claimed this bill had to rush this bill and pass it right away because so many people without coverage were simply dying? Okay, then if that was true, then why does the bill take effect in 2014 after the election? Do those folks just keep on dying and nobody cares? And if this bill is so needed, how come so many companies covering millions of workers have received an exemption from Washington to participate in this health program? Companies like McDonald's, Jack in the Box, United Federation of Teachers, Cigna, many unions, and many more companies. What about the claim that everyone would be covered? Right now, many companies are not hiring because they won't be able to afford the health care costs forced on them by this reform. And last but not least, this was his big promise, his big program, his greatest accomplishment. Why isn't he and the Democrats running around bragging about it during election time? Because they're hiding from it. Don't look bad using this argument. My personal favorite. He's made some mistakes and has some problems, but he's better than Bush. This is the ultimate Obama badge kisser argument, and by far the most ridiculous argument. Hey, you can say one president is better than another, but if you do, you need some data to back it up. Not just say it because you like one president over the other. And here are some things that you just can't dismiss if you have a working brain. Obama ragged Bush about his deficit of $428 billion while campaigning. Today's deficit, $1.6 trillion. Obama ragged Bush about unemployment being high at 5.4%. The current rate is 9.2. And Obama ragged Bush about the tax cuts for the rich. Guess what? This year, Obama extended those tax cuts for fear unemployment might reach 10%. And Obama really ragged Bush about Gitmo and his handling of the prisoners of war. And he said he would close Gizmo and cancel the military tribunals. Guess what? This year, he's going to keep Gitmo open and reinstate the military tribunals because he doesn't know what to do with these prisoners. So let's face it. Everything he's criticized Bush about has made it worse, or he's gone back to the Bush policy. The point is, this is not a real defense on the job he's doing. And if you're using this, then you're admitting you don't have a leg to stand on. Defend him, say he's better than Bush, but find an argument that actually exists. Well, that's my test. So how did you do? If you defend the president and can bring an intelligent argument to the table, I'll be glad to debate with you and respect you as a thinking adult with a different opinion who could possibly even convince me. But if you're using these 5 phony, ridiculous Obama badge kisser arguments, then just admit it, you're a badge kisser. And you're clueless in the political world. Hey, I would love to have a Puerto Rican president, but if we had one, I guarantee you I'd hold him to a higher standard than anyone else because he's one of us. Only intellectual integrity will ever fix the lousy way our politicians conduct themselves, both Democrats and Republicans. If we abandon our intellectual integrity because of emotion, race, or political affiliation, then we become part of the problem. Hey, tell me what you think either on YouTube or here, or go to friendlyfederation.com or the contact area. Tell me what you think. Have a blessed day.